Chapter 2, Section 3, Kingdom on the Nile. The ancient Greek historian Herodotus wrote that Egypt is wholly the gift of the Nile. Without the Nile, Egypt would be just the barren desert that surrounds the river. The rich irrigated black land, generally no more than 10 miles, lay the red land, a sun-baked desert that stretches across North Africa. The Nile River floods annually. It soaked the land with life-giving water and deposited a layer of rich silt. People had to cooperate to control the Nile's floods. Under the direction early governments, they built dikes, reservoirs, and irrigation ditches to channel the rising river and store water for the dry season. Ancient Egypt has two regions, Upper Egypt in the south and Lower Egypt in the north. The Nile River flowed into the delta on the Mediterranean Sea. A delta is a triangular area of marshland formed by deposits of silt at the mouth of some rivers. Scholars divided the history of ancient Egypt into three main periods: the Old Kingdom, the Middle Kingdom, and the New Kingdom. Egyptian kings, later called pharaohs, ruled Egypt. The pharaohs were seen as both gods and human. It was during the Old Kingdom that the pyramids were built. The best known are the Great Pyramids of Giza. The Old Kingdom fell in part because of the cost of building the pyramids. After a period of more than a century, the Middle Kingdom developed in a turbulent period. About 1700 BCE, foreign invaders called Hyksos occupied the Nile Delta region. There was little conflict between the Hyksos and the Egyptians. Finally, after more than 100 years of Hyksos rule, new Egyptian leaders arose and established the New Kingdom. During the years of the New Kingdom, a number of powerful and ambitious pharaohs created a large empire. One such ruler was Hatshepsut, and she exercised all the rights of a pharaoh. Like some early Egyptian queens, she began ruling in the name of a male heir who was too young to take the throne. Because of Egyptians' thought of their rulers as male, she wore a false beard as a sign of authority. Egyptian power slowly declined. Invaders such as the Assyrians and the Persians conquered the Nile region. The last Egyptian dynasty ended as the Greeks took control. Eventually, Roman armies displaced the Greeks. Each new conqueror was eager to add the fertile Nile Valley to a growing empire.